Now we are starting with what that saponification reaction. Fine. So what do we mean by saponification reaction? So saponification reaction is a chemical reaction which gives us what that soap. Fine. So the reaction which is used for obtaining soap, the chemical reaction which is used for obtaining soap is known as what that saponification reaction. Fine. And the reaction is what? The reaction which is used for obtaining soap, that is known as what that saponification reaction. Fine. Now we are going. Going to getting involved into what the greater details of saponification reaction. Fine. Saponification reaction is what? So we say it is a chemical reaction which is giving us soap. Now what is the nature of this chemical reaction? Fine. So ester hydrolysis that we have studied in detail in carboxylic acid. Esters are what? These are derivatives of carboxylic acids. Fine. Ester on hydrolysis, they give us what? Esters on hydrolysis, they give us carboxylic acid and alcohol. Fine. Hydrolysis of ester, it yields what? Carboxylic acid and alcohol. Fine. This reaction is what? This can be done either in acidic medium or it is in what that? Basic medium. Fine. Ester hydrolysis, this can be carried out either in what that? Acidic medium or it even can be carried out in what that? Basic medium. Is it fine? Now, the ester hydrolysis which is being done in acidic medium, this is found to be what? A reversible reaction. Fine. Hydrolysis of ester in acidic medium, this is what it is, a reversible reaction. That means what? Ester on reaction with water, it forms what that? Carboxylic acid and alcohol. The reaction is reversible, so the reaction in backward direction, it is what? It is reaction of carboxylic acid and alcohol to yield what that? Ester and water. Is it okay? Fine. So what we say, it is hydrolysis of ester which is done in what that? Acidic medium, it is found to be a reversible reaction. The reaction in forward direction is what it is? Ester hydrolysis. Product of this forward reaction is carboxylic acid and alcohol. Fine. While the reaction in backward direction, in which carboxylic acid it reacts with alcohol, the products are what? These are ester and water. Fine. So the reaction in reverse direction, that is esterification reaction. Is it clear? This we have studied already in acid derivative section. Fine. Now ester hydrolysis, this even can be done in what that? Alkaline medium. Fine. Ester hydrolysis, this even can be done in what? So we say it even can be done in alkaline medium. Is it clear? Fine. So the ester hydrolysis which is done in alkaline medium, this is found to be what? It is an irreversible reaction. Fine. Hydrolysis of ester in alkaline medium, this is what? So this is a reversible reaction. Now this is an irreversible reaction. Fine. If it is an irreversible reaction, that means what? Here the reaction will be proceeding in forward direction alone, and the product of this reaction is what? So we say the product of ester hydrolysis is carboxylic acid and alcohol. Now the medium used for the reaction is the alkaline medium. So this alkali which we are using for catalyzing the reaction, this reacts with the product carboxylic acid to form what? Salt of carboxylic acid. Fine. The medium used in this alkaline hydrolysis is alkaline, and product of the reaction is what? It is acid and alcohol. So here the acid which is being obtained as a product, this reacts with alkali to form what? Salt. So the product of alkaline hydrolysis of esters, this is what that? Salt of acid and alcohol. Is it okay? Now what we say, that saponification reaction, it is nothing but what? It is nothing but hydrolysis of ester. Fine. Ester, it is nothing but what? Saponification reaction is nothing but hydrolysis of ester done in alkaline medium. But here the ester used is what? That is a special type of ester. This is what? So we say it is a triglyceride, or it is a triester of glycerol. Glycerol is what? This CH2OH, CHOH and CH2OH. This is what? A trihydric alcohol. This contains 3 OH groups in it. So this is what? A trihydric alcohol. Fine. So this trihydric alcohol, this on reaction with long chain fatty acids. Long chain fatty acids are what? The carboxylic acids which contain more number of carbon atoms. These are called the fatty acids. Fine. So like this stearic acid, oleic acid or palmitic acid, these are what? The long chain carboxylic acids. These when react with glycerol, they form what? Triesters. So triesters of glycerol. These are what? These are fats. Fine. Triesters of long chain carboxylic acids. These are what? These are triglycerides. And triglycerides are what? These are fats. Fine. And these are nothing but what? These are nothing but esters. So when these are subjected to hydrolysis, they again are going to form what? That carboxylic acid and alcohol. And alcohol will be what? That glycerol. Fine. And if hydrolysis of triglycerides, that is done in alkaline medium. So this becomes what? An irreversible reaction where the long chain carboxylic acid formed. It is going to form what? It's going to form its salt, and the alcohol obtained will be what? That glycerol. Is it clear to everyone of you? So what we say, fats are what? These are triesters of glycerol, which are obtained by reaction of glycerol with long chain fatty acids. Fine. Now these are obtained by reaction of glycerol with long chain fatty acids. These are nothing but what? These are fats. Fine. So when these triglycerides, these are subjected to alkaline hydrolysis. When what? When these fats, these are subjected to alkaline hydrolysis. So the product obtained in the reaction, they are going to be what? One is going to be alcohol, which is glycerol, while the other one, that will be what? So we say it is sodium or potassium salt of acid. If you use NaOH as the source of alkali, then the salt of acid obtained will be the sodium salt. While if you use what? That KOH, then the salt obtained will be what? That potassium salt of carboxylic acid. Is it fine? So what we say? So we say it is this saponification reaction. It is nothing but what? It is nothing but alkaline hydrolysis of triglycerides. That is going to give us what? That sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acids along with glycerol. Fine. These sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acids, they only are what? They only are soaps. Is it clear? So this reaction is giving us soap, and hence it is what? A saponification reaction. Fine. So saponification reaction chemically is what? It is alkaline hydrolysis of triglycerides, which gives us what? That glycerol along with sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acids, which are soaps. Is it clear? Now the second point related to saponification reaction is what? So we say the soap which are being obtained here in this reaction, in this alkaline hydrolysis of fats. Fine. These are obtained, these soaps are obtained in what? These are obtained in colloidal form, and hence they are what? They remain in colloidal solution. They are not obtained in the form of solids as we see them. Normally the soaps we see, they remain in what? They remain in the solid form. Fine. But soaps initially obtained here in this saponification reaction, they remain in what? They remain in that colloidal form. Fine. So now if we have to convert this soap into that solid form, so precipitation of this colloidal form is required. Fine. And what we have studied in colloidal state, if some common ion that is added to the colloidal solution, that is going to cause its precipitation or the coagulation. Is it okay? So if we use what? That NaOH as the source of alkali, then for causing precipitation, what we use? That NaCl. Fine. Or if in that saponification reaction, if the source of alkali was what? That KOH, then for causing precipitation, what we use? We use that KCl. Is it clear? So what we are saying, that by alkaline hydrolysis of this fats, what we are obtaining? That soap. So it is being obtained in the form of colloidal solution. So this is not precipitate. For causing precipitation, what we are adding? It is either NaCl or it is KCl, depending upon what alkali we have taken for causing what? That alkaline hydrolysis. Is it clear? Now after precipitation of that soap, the solution which is left, that contains what? It is glycerol. Fine. The solution which is left after what? Precipitation of this colloidal form of soap. Now this contains what? So we say this contains glycerol. Fine. So this is an industrial source of glycerol. Glycerol is what? An industrially important chemical. So this is what? A very big or commercial source of glycerol. To obtain glycerol from this waste of soap industry, fractional distillation is used. Fine. Glycerol is obtained by fractional distillation from what? So we say it is from that solution which was left after precipitation of the colloidal form of soap. Is it clear? This commercial source of glycerol, which is what that waste of soap industry, it is commercially called spent lye. It is commercially called what? This we call spent lye. So this is all about what that saponification reaction. Now we'll study what the characteristics of soaps which are obtained by this saponification reaction. So soaps are what? So we say they are a type of detergent, and detergents are what? These are cleansing agents. So soaps are what? They are a type of detergents, and detergents are what? They are cleansing agents. That means soaps, they also are what? They are cleansing agents. Fine. If we use what? Normal water without soap for cleaning purpose, then its efficiency, that is not so good. But if we mix what? That soap in water, then cleansing property of water, they improve. So what we say, soaps are what? They improve cleansing action or cleansing properties of water. Water alone can also be used for cleaning, but that is not as effective as soap. If we mix soap with water, then cleansing action or cleansing properties of water, they improve. So what we say, soaps are what? These are the agents which improve what? Cleansing properties of water. Is it fine? Then other characteristic of soap, that is what? So we say the fat which is being absorbed or which is in contact of skin or the fabric. This attracts more of dirt on skin or fabric, whereby skin or fabric, they are getting more dirty. Fine. So fats which is present at skin or it is at the fabric, it invites other impurities or the dirt particles on it, making that fabric or skin even more dirty. So to clean that dirt or to clean that dirtiness, soaps they are being used because they remove fats. Removing of fats from fabric. This is by micellar action. This we have studied in surface chemistry already. Fine. So what we say that fats which are present at skin or at fabric. So remove that fat from skin or fabric. What we use soap, because that fat, it was inviting more of dirt particles at skin or at the fabric, whereby they are getting more dirty. So to make them clean, what we use it is soap rather than normal water, because normal water cannot remove that fat as efficiently as the soap it does. Fine. Then what we say, only those sodium or potassium salts, they only are soluble in water. Fine. Only the sodium or potassium salts, they are soluble in water, and hence for cleaning purposes only what? Sodium or potassium salts, these are used. Fine. What we say, only sodium and potassium salts, they are what? They are water soluble. Fine. Only sodium or potassium salts, they are water soluble, and hence what we say, the soaps which are used for cleaning purposes, they are only sodium or potassium salts. Is it fine? And the last character of soaps, that is what? So we say the potassium soaps, they are more soft towards skin rather than the sodium soap. Fine. The potassium soaps, they are what? So we say they are more soft to skin than sodium soaps. Fine. And hence for bathing purpose, what type of soaps they are used? So we say it is potassium soaps, they are used for bathing purpose, as they are having what? More gentle action on skin rather than what? Those sodium soaps. Is it fine? So these are characteristics of soaps. Is it okay? Now in the next section, we'll be discussing the types of soaps. Fine.